Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday the 13th, March 13th, 2020. I'm congratulating you with a great 2,000 point run in Dow Jones on Friday. Hopefully we recovered some losses. If you didn't sell yesterday in panic, today you recouped your losses, or at least some of them. So it kind of shows you that you have to be strong on the stock market and kind of like have your mind clear, cool down, and realize that it's not gonna be like hell all the time. So the great news is that we'll be receiving a lot more money to fight coronavirus, and President Trump just announced a national emergency situation in America, which basically releases a lot more money into the healthcare, and a lot of people now will be able to get tests for free or much cheaper, but I think it's going to be almost free. So this situation actually presents an interesting opportunity. See, I think travel stocks such as airlines, hotels, cruise lines, they're still going to be battered, and the recovery for them will be slow coming, because we still have a problem. We still have a bunch of people that are either infected or they some of them are actually dead. And I think with new tests we'll discover that a lot more people are infected, and probably we should expect a lot more deaths. So I wouldn't encourage you just to buy everything that is cheap and hope that everything is gonna recover just because. I think the reality of the situation is that we will be experiencing a very selective recovery after the huge drops that we experienced in the last couple of weeks. So what happens is that, as I said, a lot more people will get tested because now it's free. Now people would not be afraid to it's going to cost them a lot of money. But we will probably get, now if we discover that a lot more people are infected or becoming sick after the 2-week incubation period for the virus, I think that companies that create antiviral pills, companies that manufacture sanitizers, all kinds of cleaning products that kill bacteria or kill viruses, like Lysol, and I'm talking about Procter and Gamble. I mean, these are the guys who manufacture a lot of cleaning supplies, plus healthcare stocks. I'm talking about hospitals, for example, Tenet Health, THC, probably insurance companies, like medical insurance companies, because they would get compensated for the treatments that people would be receiving. But basically healthcare stocks and cleaning stocks would be experiencing a boost. And I think that if you invest now, or let's say next week, but basically use any kind of dip, and I expect next week we'll have some major dips as well, but use these opportunities to invest into these areas of the market, because now once we release a huge amount of money, I think it's going to be maybe tens of billions of dollars, then this money would be poured into healthcare, into fighting the virus, fighting the coronavirus, and companies that manufacture protective gear, rubber gloves, special suits, protective suits, and the other company that's I'd like you to take a look at is Teledoc. It's being traded under the symbol T like in table, D like in David, O like in orange, and C like in Charlie. What this company does, it allows patients to see a doctor over the internet. So basically, the doctor would be able to see you via computer screen. You would be able, if you have a camera, you could show him or her, let's say your skin, your eye, your any kind of visible symptoms that you have, and the doctor on the other side would be able to look at you and recommend you and actually give you a prescription for some medication. And this solution is safe for a doctor because the doctor is not risking to get infected. Plus, it's very efficient. You don't have to travel anywhere. And I think these doctors could be really available 24/7 because, if they're working out of the comfort of the office or, maybe even their home, right? Then they could be organized in shifts if they're not already organized in shifts. And it's going to be a very efficient way to provide healthcare. In fact, my subscription, my insurance is Aetna, and when I log into Aetna to find, for example, a doctor for me or for my family, one of the first things that I see on Aetna page is the link, or not link, but I guess a form that you could request a Teledoc service, or basically you could get a doctor to come and help you with give you an advice. And I think they charge like $40 for that. But you could get a specialist, and usually specialists cost more if you go and physically see them. But I'm just saying, this type of companies, they're being traded on the stock market now, and they're providing very innovative healthcare services. So I would say that they will get a lot of business out of this National Emergency Declaration Plan and the funds that are associated with it. So I would say that you should consider investing into these companies, and it might be very profitable for you. Don't just blindly buy anything. One thing that I would recommend for you is probably investing either in individual companies or maybe in exchange traded funds that specifically focus on healthcare. And to help you find this type of exchange traded funds, I recommend you to go to the website ForETF.com. It will take you directly to the Apple App Store, where you could download, install, and run my app on your iPhone, iPad, and Apple TV. And it covers 2,200 exchange traded funds and updates them daily with buy and sell recommendations. And starting today, this app has a coronavirus group, that basically groups ETFs that are specifically targeting coronavirus epidemic in America, and you represent really great investments for you. So thank you for your time. Check out the app, stay healthy, and good luck trading.